on the comment section that I'm a little bit fast these days, so I'm going to make a simple logo design. And when we get to 3D, we're also going to take it simple and slow because I have been doing this a little bit fast. I've been hearing this on comments. So if we had to do a simple design as requested, a WL logo, then step number 1 is for you to create the outer of your design. You're gonna go to your elements section and you're gonna search for circle. So you're going to type circle, and with your graphics, you're gonna click and open up your graphics and look for a circle that's free, that's thin. In this instance, you're gonna find this one that's called Circle Shape Outline done by Sparkle Stroke. So your step is to then click and add this to your design and then make it a little bit bigger. So enlarge your circle and align it to add it to the middle of the page. So I would try to put it at the top of my design. That would be the first step. So make it like a 520 size and then align it. By aligning it, you're going to move your graphic until you see that purple line. And because we want a beautiful color, you're going to change it and make it a red. So you're going to scroll down and select color, scroll down, pick bright red. Then while it's highlighted, it's going to show you a small menu option where it allows you to duplicate the shape. So you're going to click to duplicate the shape, then hold the second shape so that it gives you the purple lines. That tells you that the sizing is the same, and leave that and then duplicate it again. Luckily, Canva can see where you're going with your design, so they will add the third circle just below and then the fourth circle to the below section. The next step is for you to add text to your design. So you're going to press T for text. That's step number 2, and you're going to create a nice big W letter and make it bigger, but we don't want to use the bright font, so you're going to click on the font and go and search for the Megrim font. So you're going to type Megrim and select that so that it gives you the nice Megrim design or font, and then you can add it to your design. And we're going to change the color of that and make it the bright gray so that it really looks nice when we convert it to 3D. And then you're going to click your W letter, hold the Alt key to duplicate the letter so that you have the second letter, which would be an L. And then with your L, we want to just add it to the side so that we can create a nice beautiful gap between the L and the W for design purposes. So we're going to press R for rectangle, and you're going to reduce the rectangle in a way that it creates a gap over your W. So you're going to click and you move it nicely so that it creates the gap that we want. That way. Then we change the color and we make it white so that we have the beautiful gap over there. Then you're going to select that shape, duplicate it, and then click and bring it all the way to the top so that it's aligned to the bottom shape that's also transparent, and you create that beautiful gap over there. Then you go and you grab your L and you align it to the W. And you use your arrows to move the letter all the way so that they are aligned at the bottom, but the gap is also available there. You're going to click on the 3 dots and you select layer and you bring it to front so that we have that L with a beautiful gap over there and a beautiful gap at the bottom of the page, and your design looks like that. And we just move it nicely and align it and make sure that we see the purple lines, then we see the design is nicely aligned. So if you want to create a logo that can allow you to change color, you can do that. This is the end of the design, But if you wanted a black and a red and a white design, you could just duplicate this design and you have 2 pages. And on your second one, you change the background to black, and your shapes that you've been adding on there, you can go to position and go to layers. The extra that you've added, the extra shapes, you also just change to black, and you go back to your layers again and you change this one to black. It's just good logo design practice to have a design that stands the test of changing color throughout the design, so that you can show a client different colors that showcases their logo. So that is the design step. You're done with it. We are going to convert this one to a 3D logo. So we're going to go to share, and we're going to download our design as a PNG. It's not necessary to download it as a transparent background because we've added shapes on here. We want to take off those shapes so that the gaps are visible. Therefore, you can leave it as transparent background or not. I'm just going to download it as is, page number 1, and I'm going to select one and I'm going to click download. In order for me to take off the background and take off those extra shapes that we've added, then I'm accessing remove.bg website and I'm uploading this. So you're going to click and upload the image on there, and then the tool will take off the background and take off the extra shapes that you've added on there. You are happy, you're going to click on download. That's the next step for you to take off the background. The last step is for you to convert it to 3D. Therefore, you're going to go www.photopea.com and you're going to open this online editor that is a lower version of Photoshop. So it looks like this if you're opening it for the first time. You're just going to close it on top there and you land on the landing page of Photopea. Photopea has templates that are added on that you could use, but it also allows you to use your own PSD file to convert your own 2D logos to 3D if you have downloaded a PSD file. In our instance, we're going to be using the template. So we're going to click templates, and there's a lot of templates that are available that you could use. So you could scroll down and pick any template that you would like to use. I love this one. I use it quite a lot. So it's up to you how you would like to display your work to your customer. I'm going to pick this first one that I also like. So you click on it once to have the example showcase to you how it's going to look like, and the description and who has created it and added it to Photopea. What you want to do is to select the photopea.com link. When you click on this link, it opens up the mockup and it loads the mockup. The designer has already showed us how it's going to look like. And Photopea works with opening up tabs, with the first tab being what we've opened. Next step is for you to go to where it says your logo here, and you're going to double click on the checkered box, not on this little thingy, just on the checkered box. You move your mouse and then you double click so that it opens up the mockup behind the scenes. So it shows you how you should make your mockup look like. So this is an example from the designer. What you want is to put your logo so that it looks exactly this way. That's why when you see my other videos, I will tell you you could add your own design right now and showcase it, make sure that everything is the way that the designer is displaying immediately, or you could start by clicking on the eye. So it doesn't matter if you start with the eye or without the eye. Just don't forget to switch off the example by clicking on the eye. So we're going to click on the eye to hide the example, and then we're going to go find our 2D logo that we've downloaded from remove.bg. You're just going to click and you drag your design to the mockup itself. And then you can click and move it around and size it to that size that you saw the designer showed you how yours should look like. In other words, he showed you or she showed you that it should fill up this mockup and it should be aligned. So you're going to do exactly the same. You're going to make sure that it fills it up and it's aligned. Once you're happy and it's filled up this way, you are then either go File, Save as Smart Object. I must stop here. If you see Save as Smart Object grayed out, it means you have missed a step. There's something that you've missed. You need to go back and restart. So you could either go File, Save as Smart Object like we've done, or as they show you on Photopea, that you could press the Command key with S or the Control key with S if you are using Windows. So we're going to press Command S, and that tells us that we are saving this logo as a smart object. Once we've done that, then Photopea is happy to transfer this design that we've done to the mockup that was added earlier on, and you would find that on the first tab. Therefore, you're going to click on the first tab and you're going to go find the design that you've created with the blocks, with the gaps. It looks absolutely stunning, and then you can download this 3D design and showcase your work to your customer. So if you want to download, you're going to go File and you're going to click on Export, and then you can choose any format you would like to showcase your work. If you don't want the design to pixelate, you could always showcase it as an SVG. Sometimes you want to download it as a PDF because maybe they want to print. Usually printers want a PDF, so then you can click on PDF. We are happy with PNG because we're going to use this as a thumbnail on YouTube. Then you select PNG, and then it gives you the option. You can rename it to whatever you would like to rename. You can reduce the width and the height, and then you can also adjust the quality if you want. When you click Save, it then saves it on your downloads. And that is how you convert it to 3D. Let me know in the comments below if this makes sense to you. I do have a 3D course. I do have a Canva course on Udemy, as well as a 3D mockup course that's free on learnwithza.com. If this is still tripping you up, you are more than welcome to go to our playlist. I have done more than 100 videos explaining the process. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you on our next video.